Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it looks like there's nothing on the skin, and that is the point. I've been toying around with doing this video for a very long time, and this is my Glam video. This is how to take your skin from whatever it is when you wake up in the morning to looking perfect without it looking like you are heavily made up. This is not a no makeup look, which is effortless and beautiful, but still makeup. This is legitimate, like, unclockable, does not look like you're wearing makeup. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. I do upload 3 times a week, and that is the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So I'm going to start by priming the skin. This is the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which you know I am a huge fan of. I have been using this and making quite a dent in it. You don't necessarily need to use this one. However, if you really want to get the unclockable, this is just my skin on the best day ever, you definitely want to take some sort of pore-filling primer. Something that's just going to really even out your skin's texture and help to smooth everything over. Plus, because this one is basically skincare, not basically, it is skincare. Because this is skincare, it's not going to break you out, it's not going to cause any issues, and also it's going to give you a barrier between your face and everything else throughout the day. Now personally, I do get very oily as well, so I'm also going to take my Bye Bye Pores from IT Cosmetics, which is a mattifying primer, and I'm going to take a little bit of this over the areas of my face where I get very oily. I know there are still a lot of people who don't exactly believe the hype of whether or not a primer is necessary. I personally see a huge difference when I use it, so I will always be priming. For concealer, I'm going to be taking the First Aid Beauty Bendy Avocado Concealer, because this is more of a, I'm going to call it lightweight, but medium buildable coverage. And I'm going to add a tiny bit on the places I want a little bit of coverage. And you're going to see it looks like a whole lot more than I should have on, but it blends out to seamless. And you see how all that did was add a little bit of brightness to the areas of the face where we want to bring forward. That is the extent of the liquid coverage we're going to be using today. Then I'm going to take a brush with a little bit of a flat matte pressed powder. You can use whatever you want. Today I'm going to be using my Rimmel Stay Matte. Mine was kind of crusty and dusty, so I just picked up a new one. So, I mean, I love this powder. It's going to keep me matte throughout the day, and I'm just going to lightly set down that concealer and take a little bit of this powder on the rest of the face. And now that that is on, the skin is looking like a very smooth base. I'm going to take a little bit of your favorite setting spray. I'm going to use the Morphe Setting Mist today, just to take down any of the powderiness. And because we do want this to be really unclockable, I'm going to take my Beauty Blender and just kind of pat everything in, so that if there is an area where there's a little bit of extra powder, if there's an area where there's a little bit of extra concealer or anything we want to blend out, this is just going to help everything look like it is one seamless base. Now, because we went so light on the coverage, we are not bronzing the skin, we are not contouring the skin, but I'm going to take a tiny bit of my Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is a glowy natural blush, and I'm going to take a tiny bit onto the cheek. You see how compared to this side, it doesn't really do much, but it just makes the skin look a little bit more natural, because we are not naturally flawless, we are not naturally zero rosiness to the cheeks. So adding this and a tiny bit down the bridge of the nose and on the temples just gives us a little bit of that, like, very natural rosy glow. Next, I'm going to grab my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. On a day like today, we're not going for a sculpted brow. We just want it to kind of stay in place where it belongs. So we're just going to comb the brow in the direction we want it to go and use the brow gel to set it in place. This is not going to be an overly tailored or overly manicured brow. It's just going to be a brow that's controlled. We're going to take one more layer of the setting spray. Next, I am going to curl my lashes. And you'll notice once the lashes are curled, it does give a little bit more of like a doe-eyed effect. There's no mascara on my lashes. All I did was curl them. That's the extent of what you need to do for that. Then, next up for the lip, all we want is for a little bit of natural shine. So I'm going to take my Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. And this is the vanilla scent. It was part of the holiday collection, but you can get whatever flavor you want. And you'll notice that that's not a lip gloss. It's not a lip tint. All it did was give my lips a little bit of like a soft glow so that it looks like they are healthy and nourished. And this isn't like a gloss. This is a nourishing lip mask. So this is going to make them look and feel hydrated and nourished. And that is the finished look. This is just barefaced, beautiful skin. Looks like you're not really wearing anything. A little bit of my pigmentation is showing through. Freckles are still showing through. It doesn't look like the skin is heavily made up. It just looks like your skin, but better. So thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.